Okay, I owed you guys some Pokemon from yesterday. I wasn't feeling too well after I ended that last stream, but we're here now. We finished the Colosseum battle. So I think now what we need to do I can never get my hair the way I want it to now. I just need to shave it all off. I really do. Oh shoot. Ah, there it is.
Hi there. You must be the superb trainer who has emerged triumphant in our last battle challenge. Miror, the challenge true mover and shaker, wishes you to have a gorgeous gift. Now follow me.
Alright. I'll follow y'all. They're kind of loud, huh? Okay. Yep.
Right, I'm back with our latest challenge champion. Let's present our lucky winner with a shadow Pokemon and watch chaos unleashed. Ooh, a nice one. Our new champ is quite the appealing charmer. It makes a nice change from the parade of macho musclemen. Wait, this isn't happening. This guy, he's that guy that Miror had been carrying on about. What? The same guy who messed with us in Fenac? Yeah, I didn't know that when I let him in. I'm taking him back out.
Let's go. Let's take him out. Oh yeah, I forgot we were training them.
Jay! Oh, there's a shadow Pokemon.
I got you. I should probably move myself to like the bottom of the screen so you guys can see the levels. Okay. Honestly, not supersonic. Oh no. Okay, I mean, at least it's on Crocodile and not Skiploom. Perfect. This tactic is too good. It's so OP. Yeah. He's cooked now. We're just gonna catch him off top. Ooh, that's rough. Surface no joke. Sheesh. And it's a vibe move. Not the best move for them. Let's keep it pushing. This ought to be fun. Let's keep it going. We could probably sleep Pineco. Honestly, I'm just gonna try to catch the Enma up top. I should have gotten more Pokeballs before this though. He's sleeping. This might work. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No. We're just gonna have to weaken him some more. Which is crazy, because in the last game, the catch rates for sleep were pretty high. Let's go. What? How did it miss? Yenma woke up is crazy. And it uses Shadow Rush. Not bad. Hang in there, Crocodile. Honestly, he doesn't have much on us. Like, I really should have just slept the Yenma because the Pine Code's gonna go down after this surf. Let's see. Yeah, he got cooked. Mikata. Hang in there, Crocodile. I'm gonna heal him. Come on, man. We should be able to get him in the next cycle. Really? What is Ninkata? I thought he was just Bug. He might be Rock Bug. He's definitely not Firebug, I'll tell you that. Oh, Lord. Hang in there, Skiploom. Bubble. A critical hit and it's not super effective. Yeah, I guess the Surf Skit's not really useful for them. Wow, nice work. We need to heal Crocodile now. Here. Quick attack. Hang in there, Crocodile. Ooh, that's a good move. Ouch. Hang in there, Skiploom. Oh, Lord. Now we need to heal Skiploom. Uproar. Oh, Lord. We don't have any revives. What? Dang, it's gonna kill Skiploom. That's stupid, dude. There goes that tactic. We can Thunder Wave it. Oh no. I'll be back. This game disc is really old, so it's a little scratched up. That's how you could tell it's a real GameCube when the disc messes up. Oh, that's an outtake for the whatchamacallit, for the clips. That really sucks because we still can't go buy Pokeballs. Because we're gonna get caught up at the bridge. Like it doesn't matter because we're gonna get caught up at the bridge. Sorry, Ree. At least we could skip the dialogue. Let's get to the point. If it keeps happening, I'm just gonna have to go buy another copy of Colosseum, which is gonna take a couple of days to get here. And we'll just have to play a different game until then. It's alright. I have a better strategy this time. We're just gonna take care of all of his Pokemon off top. In fact, I should bring Slugma out here in place of Crocna. He's got a bunch of bug Pokemon. Got him. Tackle attack. Oh. He still doesn't know flamethrower yet. Dang it. I'm just curious how this is gonna work. We could try it. I don't think it's gonna kill him. Oh, okay. That did like nothing. I figured that was gonna be the case, which is good. Now we can focus on getting... Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's gonna be asleep for a little bit, so I'm not worried about him. He might wake up next turn. We need to get his health down a little bit more, but we'll see. Critical hit. Great work, Skiplum. We're gonna need to heal you though. At 1 health, guys. And it's gonna be on Skiplum. No. That's, oh my god. We kind of needed him out there, and I'm a little miffed about it, but I get it. I understand. I'm gonna paralyze. Well, actually, let's get rid of Pineco first, and then we'll paralyze you, man. Kata. He's... yeah. I figured that was gonna happen. Yeah, of course it's using Shadow Rush. Hang in there, Falafi. Yeah. Now it's paralyzed, and we can put it to sleep as well. And then it definitely won't be able to get rid of... oh, it's digging. It's gonna try and hit Falafi. We need to replace him with a... oh, Skiploom's the flying type right now, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna sleep Yanma, and then... there's Falafi with Crocodile. What do you mean it failed, bro? I had a feeling... hang in there, Crocna. I had a feeling he was gonna try and go after Falafi. Hang in there, Skiploom. Alright, here we go. Again? How does it fail? Alright, this should be enough to catch him. Surf skip. It's got to be catchable by now. I imagine there's no way we're not gonna be able to catch it. Bring Falafi back out. I feel like the Falafi would do really well against the Surf Skip. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There's no way. The fact that it managed to evade that is kind of crazy considering that it's paralyzed and its health is literally in the red. Bubble. It's gonna be not very effective. We should be good. I don't expect this to be like difficult for either of them. Yeah. Hang in there, you both. Hey, missed. Sucker. I'm a little nervous. Let's try that again. Hang in there, Falafi. Yep, he paralyzed himself on some BS. I guess it doesn't work if it already has a status effect. Yeah, I was like that's almost a guarantee. Supersonic, dude. Oh my god. That's fine. We can take. We'll win a finish him up. Should lower its speed, yeah. Well, we definitely can't put it to sleep now. Well, good for him. I'm gonna use it to heal. W. Now all we have to do is focus on the Pokeball. Okay, here we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. The RNG is doing too much.
Still surprised how you managed to win the tournament.
Yeah, because we're good. I mean, I don't know.
It's useless. I don't stand a chance of winning. Now hold on, you're the one who brought him here.
I was like, thank God they're not gonna make us. Oh, it's duking.
Oh, I heard you're safe. I heard you entered this building and had me worried.
Huh?
Duking, this is where they were giving the shadow Pokemon to the winners of the battle challenges.
Shadow Pokemon? Those ferocious Pokemon that even attack people?
Yes, they're giving away shadow Pokemon to dogs for some reason. Doesn't look good.
Grr. They were using the Colosseum to do that?
Big lady, my Papa's Pokemon was taken away by Miror B as a prisoner. He did what? Miror B used a dirty move like that? It's Papa's Plusle. I'm so worried that they might be mean to it. It's humiliating.
It's humiliating. But with Plusle in their filthy hands, my own hands are tied.
He's not getting away with this, that rotten Miror B. We're here now. We'll get that Plusle back for you, right?
Yeah.
I knew I can always count on you.
Okay.
It's dangerous inside this building. You gotta get everyone out to safety.
Thanks for everything.
I have to depend on you. I have no choice. Be careful as always. Miror B might be able to look like a clown, but he's battling his all business.
Yeah, well. Some kind of EIN file? Hyper mode. Shadow Pokemon, perhaps because of their own overwhelming power, may behave abnormally at times. They may engage in behaviors such as ignoring orders, even turning on their own trainers in battle. This I have named Hyper Mode. On the plus side, Hyper Mode raises the critical ratio of Shadow Rush. However, Hyper Mode also prevents the use of items on Pokemon. Hyper Mode is easily dispelled by calling the Pokemon by their name. However, this method is a major drawback that causes the closed door of its heart to loosen and even open. Further research is urgently needed. Shadow Pokemon Lab, Chief Ein. We'll be back. We have to go get more Pokeballs and heal our Pokemon and save. Do 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 do. Okay, let's go get more Pokeballs, guys. And then we're gonna go, oops, sorry, Ree. And then we're gonna go, do another rescue mission, I guess. In that building. Do 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 do. We need to train Umbreon and Espeon too. Oh crap. We can only get Pokeballs from that dude in the Rui. Sweetheart, I love you, but like Your placement in like walking around me is so difficult. Hey, Willie. Okay. Wow, we can buy 99 Pokeballs. No, we don't need to buy that much. At least not now. We'll buy like 30 of them. That should be enough. Yeah, I'll take like 5 Great Balls. Just because they're kind of pricey. My thing about like, because we typically don't need the rest of these. And full heals are, I don't know actually, because if I feel like it's still less than, because we typically don't need these. I've almost never had to use a burn heal and ice heal, but awakening, paralyzed heal, and antidote, I typically have to buy a decent amount of these. Although the price of a full heal is like relevant, I'll buy like 5 of these. Yeah, I just hate having to spend that kind of money all at once. And then we need to go buy some potions. Do 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 do. We're not at the hyper potion stage yet, because most of our Pokemon haven't gotten there, but we still need some super potion. We do need some revives too, so maybe I should only buy like 5 of these and spend the rest on revives. Honestly, we should spam the Colosseum a little bit just so we can get our guap up. Rui, baby. I'll never walk backwards again if I have to be around you this long. Cause it's hard, dude. Oh man, this thing doesn't let you sort the way the other game does. This is so hard, chat. Let me see something here. I'm just taking a look. Just kind of like peering in about if we had anything to sell. We don't. Okay. Alright. We sorted our items because, you know, whatever. Do 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 do. I'm gonna save real quick because I got all that stuff. No, I'm really tempted to spam the Colosseum just to get some money because we could use some more money for the future. But we'll do it after this story mission. Do do do. Okay. we go. Chaser Kai wants the battle. She doesn't have any shadow Pokemon, so we're good. We're just gonna play right through. I was like, she's pretty much cooked. Like, there's nothing to it. I need to put hold on. I need to put like I need to put Umbreon and Espeon in because I feel like they're not getting any XP being in this situation. They're not getting any XP because they're not involved in any of these battles directly. And it is kind of like we should be involving them in the battles because they're the only ones that gain XP right now. He said, what do I think I'm doing here? I don't know, dude. You tell me. Talo and Hoot Hoot. Not Endeavor. Hang in there, Umbreon. That is a powerful move. What? No way. It managed to survive that? That's crazy. Ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to make semblance of it. Not aerial ace. Hang in there, Umbreon. Yeah, well, Too strong for me should be accurate, young man. Yep, he definitely has to level up some more, that's a fact. Oops. Bum bum ba-na-na. Bum bum ba-na-na. Dun 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 na. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Dun 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 na. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Bum bum ba-na-na. I guess that's the idea here. Okay, let's keep it going. This Pokemon are looking for a chance to go wild. Booyah. Okay, yeah. Bandana guy Geets. Okay, still no shadow Pokemon, so we should be okay. Carvana. Barroach. Yeah, I was wondering if that wasn't just going to take him out altogether, and it looks like it did, so. Perfect. Carvana. It's a shame because Carvana has rough skin. Not very effective, okay. Focus energy. That is one tough Skiploom, I'm not gonna lie. Hang in there, Umbreon. Even with the focus energy, it still couldn't get anywhere with that. The Skiploom is going crazy, dude. That Skiploom is really doing the Lord's work right now. He wants to go wilder. I suggest joining Jackass or something else to curb your, or maybe going and do some skateboarding, young man. I'm going to make heavy use of this healing machine. And heavy use of the save mechanism. I don't mind walking back. It is what it is. I think it's fine. Like, I'm cool with walking back. What's the point of having this divot then if it can't do anything? Abnormality detected is crazy. Hunter gear. Still no shadow Pokemon, so we should be good. I guess I'm not worried necessarily. We should be okay. Or Skiploon. I may need to take out Skiploon temporarily and put in a Flappy. Just so it doesn't get cooked. Great job, Umbreon. Yeah. Hang in there, Falafi. I figured as much. Hang in there, Falafi. Supersonic. Probably on Falafi. Oh, it's on Umbreon. Hang in there, Umbi. Hang in there, Umbreon. Definitely don't want it to keep getting hurt. We did it. Great work, you two. Mayday, emergency, emergency. Mayday is crazy. Ooh, this young man. I swear to goodness. Okay, let's push on. It's a little odd the way that they have it set up. Like the character dialogue is definitely strange to me sometimes. Hmm. Did he giggle, chat? He giggled in his little entrance joint. He's got a wingle and a whooper. The whooper we could take out pretty quickly. Yeah, I was like, that wasn't really even going to be a competition, I don't think. That was pretty much a done deal right there. Hang in there, Umbreon. This should be pretty quick, guys. We're not doing anything special, mind you. We're pretty much just doing exactly what you'd expect. Ooh, wing attack. Ooh, on the seat, on the, yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Hang in there, Skiploon. Ooh, that was wild, chat, I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy work. His beloved Pokemon IE is crazy. That's insane, dude. They're all beat up. Not necessarily, but I get what you're getting at. Oh, they gave us Great Balls for free. Difficult books. What would that entail? Never mind. Difficult books. On like what? Schrodinger's equation? Partial differential equations? Maxwellian stuff? What do you think? What are we thinking? What's difficult in that context? I'd love to know what they qualify as being difficult. Because in my opinion, what would be difficult, I guess, would be different to other people. Yeah. Okay. Push, push, push forward. It's crazy, I got my pop filter on here and it's still like pressure sensitive. Isn't that interesting? Like, you can definitely tell it's still a little pressure sensitive. Okay. Here we go. I'm like bug Pokemon drawn to a candle. Does that mean you have bug Pokemon? No. He's got a bunch of electrics. Let's see, let's see. We don't have any ground types on us. We don't have anybody with ground type moves either, so. I figure this might be easier, to be honest, because Voltorb typically will have a like Sonic Boom, and that move is way too strong. Go ahead, Umbreon. Okay. Oh, good. Interesting. Well, we slowed him down a little. That's good. Voltorb is sleeping. That works. We're doing phenomenally well. Unabatedly, phenomenally well. So I guess, yeah. Secret power. Let's just keep doing this, I guess. This is what's working. He sleeps with his eyes open, chat. The game doesn't... The sprite, I guess, was not considered to use their eyes closed, which is crazy. Right there, the eyelids closed. I don't know. It's weird. It's like the eyelids can close, but the game is still... This is a dilemma. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Whatever they consider a dilemma is kind of interesting to me. I don't know. It's confusing. I guess their concept of what a dilemma is significantly different than mine. I wouldn't know. I'm not the creator of the game, so I'm not Game Freak. I play games, and yeah, not gonna continue in that thought. I'm just gonna move on. There's so much that could have been said there, and I'm opting away from doing so. Come and get some. We're gunning our engines. Dojuo and Ledaba. Dojuo and Ledaba. God, do I hate bug Pokemon. I'm gonna take Skiploom out and replace them for Slugma. Here we go. Let's make it shake. Hang in there, Umbreon. Hang in there, Umbreon. Okay. Not bad. Comet Punch. God. It missed. It missed, Comet Punch. It missed. Okay. Finally, we learned Flamethrower. Not Rage. Oh no. I'm just happy you learned flamethrower. Not comet punch. Hang in there, you two. That move is so unabatedly strong at this level. It's like insane how strong that move is. Like I'm not entirely sure why it needs to be that strong. So blue. More rage. More rage. Rage against the machine. It's interesting, I guess. I wonder why it has to be like that. Astonish. It's a ghost type move. He's trying to make me flinch. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Imagine this will be a little. I don't know if this mic mode is better. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, let's see. I switched it to the a non-cardioid pattern. So hopefully that might be easier. I don't know. I can't hear myself as well. I guess if I'm up here, I can hear myself kind of well. The music of the game is also just like super loud. Yeah, that's better. Confuse Ray? No, I'm good on Confuse Ray. Yeah. Well, what do I have right now? I can replace it for Snatch or Taunt. I really don't need Taunt, I'm not gonna lie. We can hold on to Confuse Ray for right now. Is this this sounds better from up here, which is weird, versus down here. This is also fine, I think. I'm just trying to get a sense of what the best mic mode would be. I don't know. They're all kind of the same, I guess. Dropped in the dirt, yeah. That sounds about right. She got dropped in the dirt. She only lost because she didn't have a shadow Pokemon this time? Oh. If you need to rely on shadow Pokemon for you to be a good trainer, that's not a good sign, young lady. You really wouldn't need shadow Pokemon if you could rely on yourself being a decent trainer. I don't know, the cardioid pattern sounded a little better in my opinion. Hold on. I've not tried this mode. I don't even know what this mode is for. This crossover mode is kind of there's this. This. The cardioid pattern is this, which it sounds clearer in my opinion. And then there's this last one that's like a multi-phase. This multi-phase mode. I've not tried this one much. Multi-phase mode. It's a whole different mode altogether, this one. Multi-phase mode. They all kind of have their own nuance, so I guess this one honestly isn't too bad compared to the cardioid one. Like, this is cardioid with back. Just trying different things out just to see if I can level out the audio a little bit. Because sometimes I notice when I'm like streaming, I can hear like this thing's so sensitive that the tiniest vibrations can make everything sound like it's clipped. Like if I'm talking too much like here, for example, versus when I'm doing this in cardioid, it's a little different. You can hear this, you know. Excuse me, like I can hear it just fine from here. This is like the 2-phase setting, I think. Two-phase setting. Two-phase setting. Doesn't sound like it's clipping from here. I don't know. It could just be me, like sometimes I'm hearing it differently because I'm monitoring it. I just don't want it to be like clipping, that's all. Not a lot of work. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it. Actually, these are both ice types. I don't think it's gonna work with 2 ice types, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna do this. As it could very well be the case that we get kinda cooked. So, I'm gonna try and see what we can manage. Let me think. I think we should put in Slugma. And then Umbreon can like kind of try his best. I had a feeling they were going to try and attack Skiploom. It's not the most useful technique, but they will definitely try. Aurora Beam. Oh, hang in there, Umbreon. I forgot that move even existed, to be quite honest. I'm surprised he's still even trying to attack Slugma. Oh, I guess because it's an AoE move. I knew the Spio had a water move. Hang in there, Umbreon. I'm surprised he didn't try to use it on Slug mode. How did this happen? I mean, you were there. I imagine you saw it and witnessed it in real time, but they're okay, I guess. What am I supposed to do in this room? Just an empty room. One revive. Okay. I'll take the one revive, sure. Do 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 do. I'm hoping we can get around a couple of these things. I don't know. We'll see how well we can manage. Can dance with elegance even in a dump like this. I mean, if you think it's a dump, you think it's a dump. I don't know. It's not my business, I guess. Whether or not you perceive it as a dump, I guess, is an entirely separate thing. I don't know. We'll see. Darn. I was hoping we'd get it all the way down, but I guess not. Dragon dance. Petal dance. That's okay. I don't know what the point of that was. Because like it probably doesn't have more than one energy, one health point. More petal dance. Hang in there, Skiploom. Sword stance. So it raises its attack power. Well, that's that. I don't even think we didn't really even take that much damage. Dancing alone doesn't win any battles. No, it doesn't. I'm glad you came to that decision or that conclusion all on your own. That's good. It's important. getting thrashed. Oh, my goal is not to get thrashed. My goal is to succeed and win. Cacnea and Tentacle. The grass type moves not be worthwhile to use here, so we may switch out for Espeon or Falafi. I'm just worried about Espeon getting like tabletopped. Take it up a notch. Hang in there, Orion. I figured Cacnea wasn't gonna do anything crazy. Hang in there, Umbreon. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Well, you do that. You enjoy what you got going on there. We got more coming your way. Good stuff, good stuff. We're almost there. And he's paralyzed now. Perfect. Just about close. He can't move. Well, a diamond dozen here for the moveset. Let's finish it up. Wow, it took itself out. Well, that's one situation where Confuse Ray actually was surprisingly useful. I did indeed turn the tables on you, young lady. That's exactly what happened. At least she understood that. What blind spot did you exploit? No blind spot, just your knowledge in battling, I guess. There's not really much to it. You don't really have to try too hard. Because I guess there's not much to do. Dun, 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 dun. It says, darling, aren't you one of Duking's people? What made you think that you could simply waltz in here? Such a silly boy. Where's Mill B? I'm taking him down. Take him down? The beating you took? That's too funny. You wait, I'm gonna drive all you out of this town.
Such a feisty boy. Don't tell me we have to take your Pokemon hostage to make you settle down like we did with King. What? It's me. Ooh, we seem to be getting a lot of unexpected company today. But that's no excuse for being a bad host. Amazonio. Here we go, everybody. Alright.
Oh, there's a shadow Pokemon.
Darn it, that was the one I was gonna go for too. And it's a level 20, that's weird. That seems like a miss. That seems odd. Okay, let's sleep it. It's so under leveled, that's weird. All Pokemon have been like 30 and up since the beginning of the game. Well, Spinny's gonna be a little confused for a little bit. That's fine. Not a big deal. Yep, that's the plan. Less on us, more on you. I think she only has that one shadow Pokemon. Yes, yeah. Okay. Then my suggestion would be for us to just play it through. We're gonna need... well, it's gonna replace it with the Ludisk, which is the next Pokemon, so it should be fine. I was like, oh, it's gonna mess it up. No. Because I was like, I don't want it to attack the Remoraid. We should be fine. The Remoraid I'm not too worried about. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be reasonable. It's paralyzed too, so I guess... How did that happen? Unbelievable. I mean, yeah. My Pokemon couldn't muster a thing. You're no ordinary trainer.
Were you hired by King as his bodyguards? Let me warn you, if you mess with us, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Got another action chat. She's got a Shadow Pokemon too. And hers is a little more gruesome.
There's a shadow Pokemon.
Yep. And just like that, we have rendered it completely and utterly indisposed. Their battle tactics are similar. We may have to try a different tactic. Let's hope Mantine stays asleep. Yep. We can take out all the rest of the Pokemon while Mantine's asleep. Wow, hang in there, Skiploom. That's an insane amount of damage. That's not good. Oh no. Well, we need to heal Skiploom. There we go. Quick attack. Y'all are the worst, I swear. Okay. Well, at least we don't have to worry about that. Hell, I'd double down, to be honest. Come on, man. We need to get rid of that bird. Like ASAP. Oh no. Oh no. Hang in there, Espeon.
We should be able to get rid of this. Oh, come on. He still has more. He still has more Pokemon. Which could put us in kind of a bind here. My god. He's gonna use it on Espeon. Yeah. I already know. Oh no. Or SP. I kind of had a feeling. Hang in there, Falafi. You got them. Another Yenma. You want to talk about a Pokemon I really can't stand as far as like bug types go? Really just in general, there's a couple of them. Yenma is one of them. Hang in there, Umbreon. Oh, good. We're gonna finish off the Yenma. Oh no. This is no good. That Thunder Shock might actually kill the Mantine. Oh no. Oh no, it almost did. I mean, it got it down sizably low. It might hurt itself. We need to catch it like now with the Great Ball. We can't compromise. There's no point. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I was a little nervous. I was like, it might not get caught. Unbelievable too. We got him. Let's make ourselves scarce for the time being. Righto, Ferma. Ultra Super Fire Dash. Well, we saved Silva. Oh, there's another file. Iron file. S. Shadow Pokemon. A shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon that has been made into a fighting machine by artificially shutting the door to its heart. What we didn't know is that the shadow Pokemon exude a dark aura that cannot be normally seen by the human eye. Unfortunately, a girl with the ability to see this dark aura has been discovered. This is a major problem. The girl could become a huge obstacle for our shadow Pokemon plan, and a solution to this threat is urgently needed. Everything is urgently needed, apparently. Huh? Yes, Silva, what do you need? Ow. Thank you. You saved me. Do y'all people know Dukin? Ooh, I'm a fool. I didn't know what was happening at all. They'd taken Dukin's Pokemon hostage. How could they do something so downright dirty? Well, that's what we're here. We came to rescue Plusle. I'm going to... Not in your condition. You should wait here. Oh ho ho! We meet again, kitties. Miror, be you cowardly cheat. Cowardly cheat? That's not so true. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. You call that a tactic? Plusle had better be okay. Oh, the darling couldn't be any safer if it tried. I'm sure it'll come to adore me before too much longer. You've got to be kidding. Where is it? Give it back. Whoa. No running or hiding from me. Come to the cave. That's where I'll be. I'll be waiting for you, my pretties. Whoa. You didn't exit with the music, though. It's a hyper potion. 3 of them. Okay, let's heal and save. I feel bad for Espeon. I kind of let her take the L. Sorry, Rui. Okay. It's like, hey, you went all the way down there. It's a one-way trip. So you're gonna have to climb the stairs again. Very well. We'll climb the stairs. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, I bought the game and I got it from the Goodwill. And I figured the game was in decent shape because they said it was in decent shape and they showed the game playing like as one of the pictures in the sales description. And I was like, okay, it should be a fine shape. Then I saw the disc when I got it and I was like, wow, it's scratched to death. Oh, I get it. You guys were new recruits, but just intruders too? That guy earlier was too weak for words, but how about you? Are you gonna keep me amused? Amused may not be the word I would use, but we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Oh, there's a shadow Pokemon. Indeed so, my friend. Minimize. Oh, you couldn't avoid this, so there's that. So far, these have been working mostly. For that purpose alone, it gives us a little bit of deflection time. Give Espeon some airtime. Mud sport. Well, since we're not using electric moves, I guess that's irrelevant. There you go. Nice. Should be just enough to get it down. Perfect. I like how the setting is us in the like outside, out in the streets of Pyrite, even though we're on top of this building. Very interesting detail that they put into the battle scenes for this. Let's go. Here we go, chat. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. W. Yeah. We'll be able to finish this up. Easy peasy. There it is. Not too bad, huh, guys? That was fun. Oh, it could have been fun. I don't know. You didn't really get to do all that much. Okay. I don't even think we lost any health. Yeah, we did pretty well. So let's go save again. Remember, we always save after getting a new shadow Pokemon. Don't really need to heal because we didn't lose any HP. We'll get through this cave area and then we'll save and then I'll start the next game. Mostly just wanted to get through another point of plot and then we can progress in the next segment. Curious what more we will see.
Really? Umbreon and Espeon can learn Toxic. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I don't... Let me see something. That might actually work out. Yeah. We'll take out... a lot of these are really good, but I don't really think we need Helping Hand. Give Espeon some time to flex. I want her to level up. She doesn't have a shadow Pokemon, so we can go as rigorous as we want to with her. Anorith is a bug rock, I think. Double miss. Wow. 24 damage is no joke. Astonish will be super effective on Espeon. We use it on Skipping. Hang in there, you two. It's like, come on, this time you gotta get it. Okay. Espeon, come on, baby. Can't have you missing every single move, baby. Hang in there, SP. Lock in, baby. I think it only poisons you. Dang, I was hoping for a move that was like... It's not much. Dang, we're kind of cooked. Let me try a different approach. I'm trying to think of how to make this work. Like right now, that's our better approach. He's confused and he's poisoned. Water gun. Well, hang in there, you two. Or a Lotad, that's rough, dude. Great job, SP. Hang in there, Crocodile. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a finisher for sure. I don't need you to tell me, but thank you. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going.
Ether. Ether? Ether? Just looking around a little bit before we go and battle more people. Which one of them has shadow Pokemon? He does, the rider guy does. Not this guy. The fact that we got around them earlier is kind of funny. Ralts and coughing. Let's hope that confusion is enough to get him down. Yeah, and it was a critical hit. Great job, SB. What is Shroomish? Is he just grass? Like plain grass? Yeah. Oh, Shroomish. More thief. Hang in there, SB. Shroomish gonna do headbutt. On Slugma. Hang in there, Slugma. A critical hit twice in one match is kind of crazy. That's smart. I'll give him that. That flamethrower is crazy, dude. I remember when I was up against Slugma the first time, it was pretty bad. Like, that slug, a little bit, honestly. Sometimes I think the same thing, to be quite honest. Yeah, I appreciate that. Ooh, sorry. I appreciate him saying so. What we're up against, it's gonna be a little interesting. We don't have any ice or dragon types, so the Bagon we're gonna sleep. The Numel, water, Metatite. It's psychic and fight. So I guess, I don't know, navigate that one as best as we can. Don't really feel like using any of my potions, so we're gonna go heal. The tediousness of this is like walking back up the stairs every time we want to heal, but at least we can like use the elevator now. We go down, we don't have to go. It's just a lot, because I know it's hard to like manage the, you know, the walking all the time.
Okay. Already did. Plus, I think it's good because we're giving Espion the opportunity to heal up a bit, which is good. They definitely need some. They definitely need some experience because we just got Umbreon a 31, and so he's a little better equipped to handle the 30 and up Shadow Pokemon. We just need to get everybody else kind of situated in that same way. So this guy has the Shadow Pokemon, a Meditite. It's a shame that our Skiploom doesn't know any flying moves yet. But they will, hopefully, soon. He's got flying types, then he's got a Numel. So, let's see, I'm thinking it's gonna be Bacon. Bacon. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Oh, there's a Shadow Pokemon.
Thanks, Ree. Okay. Honestly, I'm proposing we sleep Bagon first only because more than likely the Bagon has some pretty strong moves. All the dragon Pokemon seem to be just kind of like that. I jump kick. Wow. Why is that move so strong? That was an insane move, guys. No, man. That wasn't too bad. Hang in there, Skiploom. Oh, Lord. We need to do something fast. Oh, God. Yeah, we need to do something like fast. Okay, good. We get that Meditite out of the way real fast, and we should be in better shape. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I knew that was gonna happen.
Okay, I'm trying to think of how we're gonna manifest this. What are we gonna do? The next Pokemon he has coming out is a Numel. So I'm thinking we might, maybe, if our Crocodile listens to us in hyper mode, we might get a good shot. Okay, now is the time for us to use a Pokeball. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Got it. No person, no kid, no human could ever have as much anxiety ever about anything as much as they would knowing what it feels like to throw a Pokeball and hope to God that it clears. I feel like that anxiety is reserved for people who only ever played Pokemon and have ever tried to catch a Pokemon. Because there's just no way. This is gonna end up becoming superficial. Oh, well, there you go. That took care of itself pretty much. Yes, they were shut down. That is accurate. We also won a knockout challenge, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. We I don't know how that makes any difference in my opinion. Okay, we got another shadow Pokemon, so we're gonna go back and save in just a minute, but we got one guy there. And then another stairwell. So far, we're proceeding very naturally. I mean, it's not about kids not liking Pokemon. I feel like the kids aren't. So, two people in my Discord group for Pokemon, here in where I live in this area, Southern California. One of them is a parent, like a mom, and the other one's like, I guess, just like a random adult. And the adult was talking about how kids, like the youth, the minor folk, the young adults that aren't adults yet, the adolescents, I guess, have like a tendency to camp out the vending machines, the Pokemon vending machines, so that they can get Pokemon. Now, in my opinion, just my thought, I don't think anybody should camp out the vending machines. I think that in itself is already too much, right? And so like her argument, the parent, the mother, she was like, oh, like for children who have to go to school and who like don't have a way to go and like get Pokemon like in retail stores or whatever, they should be able to like get stuff from the vending machine, like, and camping shouldn't be an issue because they don't have any other opportunity. And I was like, and you know, like that's her argument. She's like, oh, that's typically their main source of getting cards. And I'm like, their main and only source of getting cards. I'm like, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think you're conflating this aspect of the kids being busy with, you know, with school as a means to you're conflating that with some notion that like they are now more like deserving of the cards, or like they should be like able to have this pass on the behavior that others would get reprimanded for, or would be spoken poorly of, or is looked down upon, which is camping vending machines. And I agree, I don't think camping vending machines for anybody is permissible, because that behavior is what tends to lead to a lot of difficulty in general for people to get cards, not just kids, not just adults, right? Anybody. And so like if anybody camps the vending machines, I think that's poor behavior. But her argument is that kids who have to go to school use the vending machines as their main source of procuring cards, and they should freely be allowed to because they have no other opportunity to procure cards. And I'm like, I don't think that's fair to say. Like, I think that in itself is presumptuous, because you're basically saying that these kids are entitled in a way to circumvent something that has already been frowned upon, and that the logical argument is that it's because they have like no opportunities to get these cards otherwise. I'm like, I don't think that's the case. When I was a kid like that, like, obviously it's different now, but in general, like, I would still be the one to like go get myself signed up for like midnight launches, for example, at like GameStop or whatever, back when that was still a thing. And I'm like, you know, like, I don't necessarily believe that you should allow a like poor behavior on behalf of this notion that it's because these people have less access, XYZ. No, like, it depends, right? Like there's some nuance here, but in this case, I would say nobody's allowed to camp the vending machine. If it's not allowable for adults, it shouldn't be allowed for children in this regard either. Like, I don't think anybody should get that luxury. We're doing these short battles to get Espeon some training. No, like, I don't think it's equitable in any context. Like, nobody should be doing it. Nobody should be allowed to go camp the vending machines and then like circumvent everybody else's opportunity. I think it makes no sense to say that one should and the other shouldn't. That sounds like an easy way to like look beyond poor behavior, right? Like, because think about it, the kids grow up and they're like, oh, I've been allowed to camp vending machines for years, and then next thing you know, they're adults doing the same thing 5-10 years down the road, and they're like, yep, my parents let me camp vending machines all my life, so why should it be a problem now? It was a problem then. Your parents are just acting crazy because they thought that was the best way to go about it. No, it's not. Like, and the other argument that the person made who was talking about this, you know, that wasn't the parent, they were like, oh, in my experience, like, people share, people are like equitable around the use of the vending machines. And I'm like, again, like, yes, I think it's important that everybody gets a chance to hit the vending machine. But like, when I go to the vending machine, the one that's near my house, right? Like, I don't sit there. Like, I'll take a look, I'll tap on it once. If there's something there, great. If there isn't, I leave. Why? Because you shouldn't be camping it. You should just check it. If there's nothing there, come back later, some other time. But don't sit there thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna camp this thing, or I'm gonna wait until find out what the times are, XYZ. Like, no. That's the whole point of why the times are randomized on these vending machines, because a lot of times the Pokemon company knows that people do this kind of stuff. And it makes for very poor, like, conduct around this thing, right? Like, who wants to be in a situation where, like, you can't even trust the person next to you because they're just so adamant about getting cards for themselves that they completely circumvent any notion of, like, equity or fairness as a result of their, like, poor decisions. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think it's really stupid that people actually think that that's okay. That's just normal. Like, yeah, let me go sit in front of a vending machine all day just so that I can get some cards. Like, no, like, there's literally, most places will have like a no loitering sign, or they'll have security guards on staff that'll ask you to leave up top. And I, again, don't feel like nobody, no parents, no children should have this opportunity more so than anybody else. Like, if you're in a vending machine, if you're near a vending machine, if you go, you see it, great. If there's something there for you when you get there, great. If there isn't, move on. Like, having any kind of notion that kids should have more, like, anybody for that matter should have more privilege than anybody else, or more access than everybody else, because they're like, because of certain, like, qualities in that regard, is questionable in my opinion. I don't know if she's a shadow Pokemon trainer. Let me check. No, she's not. There's only 2 other ones before we get to Miror B, and neither of them are down here. They all have Lotads because Miror B has Ludicolo's. And he got cooked. Dang, I really like Geodude too. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to stand on a soapbox or anything. I'm more so just saying, like, hey, like, let's all remember, like, fairness does not mean let's go, like, hang in there, Espeon. Fairness, in my opinion, would apply that everybody's getting a fair shot. And if nobody's getting a fair shot because for whatever reason the scope is let's go and let kids get a chance to do something that isn't permissible for adults, meaning let's go let kids go camp vending machines and just sit there, and then when somebody tells them, hey, like, you've been sitting there for a while, you've been loitering around this vending machine, and they don't leave, like, yeah, that's a problem. And if their parents aren't telling them, like, oh yeah, like, this is not something you should be doing, that's an even bigger problem in my opinion. Because at that point, like I said, you're the parent that's letting your child make this very poor decision. And I'm not going to admit the fact that the child made the decision, but they also apparently aren't of the mind to believe that that is a poor enough decision to be made. Hang in there, Espeon. That's my point, is that, like, okay. Let me sleep. Try to sleep him again. This time it worked. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think it's stupid. I think the whole thing is dumb. I think, like, just be reasonable. Everybody should just be reasonable enough to know, like, hey, like, if I'm not getting cards from the vending machine, let's go. You know what I mean? The other day, I was waiting in line at a Target for Pokemon cards. I got there first, and I made a post about it. And there was a whole line of people behind me. And then one guy got out of line to go track down a Target employee that worked there to try and see if he can get ahead of the line by having the Target employee go get product for him proactively before the other staff came and brought out the cart that had the Pokemon product, right? And I have pictures of that in my post. And so, like, you try to wrap this thing up here. And so, like, whatchamacallit, oh yeah, he's asleep. I forgot he was asleep. It's okay. I could call him. No, so, like, that guy, right? He came after the cart had come back. Him and one of his friends that was behind me, who was originally second in line. This guy was like 7th or 8th in line, and the guy behind me was the second person in line. And they both stepped out of line to go do something else before the cart with the Pokemon product came back. And so when they were giving the product, they were starting to sell the product, and I got my first share, right? The guy who was behind me walked behind us, was trying to get back in line, and he couldn't get back in line because he left the line, and he got mad and he walked out of the store. And then the guy who went to go chase down that employee came back to the line, and he was also out of line and was trying to get back in, and started yelling and complaining and screaming at the manager, or at the guy who was like shelving the product, trying to like sell the product. And he was like, and I wasn't there to see this next part because I had already left, and I was in my car and I was watching it go down in the Discord chat that was like reflective of the people who were still in line. And the guy's over here screaming at everybody, like losing his head. Mind you, this is a grown man in his like 30s, 40s, whatever. And he's standing there like screaming at the management, trying to like tell them that he deserves his spot in line because he waited here like everybody else. I'm like, okay, but you got out of line, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Equitable. Being reasonable, being mindful. Everybody else here waited in line just like you did, and now you're trying to cut in line again because you decided to get out of line for whatever the frick you were doing. Being shady. And so I'm like, no, like that doesn't give you any more of a right than anybody else here who actually stayed in line and waited in line while you decided to go gallivant and be shady. But the man, he swayed management, I guess, by yelling loud enough just to get him out of the freaking store. And he robbed somebody else of an opportunity to get product. The guy behind him. Crash out. Yeah, for real. That's my point, guys. There is no honor in this anymore because everybody's acting so, like, devoid of something that is the basic humanity of like just mutual respect and mutual like regard. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for that. Like it's Pokemon. It's supposed to be a very inclusive fandom, and instead people are treating it like something that is like a battleground. Like I think that's really terrible. Like that in this day and age, it's more like equitable to go, or more like people find it more reasonable to go and just like completely circumvent this aspect of like basic humanity for the purpose of like trying to just get ahead of everybody else. You know, that makes me really sad. It's like tragic. I'm just gonna play through. It's tragic because it's like, what is the point of all that? Is it really like that serious that you guys would just like completely forget that there are other people in this world that also should be able to get Pokemon? They never do. They're always like, oh, we're gonna drop you, and they never do. And everybody's got a Lotad apparently. Everybody and their mama has a Lotad. No, so that's anyway, that's my whole rant about that thing. I find it really like disturbing that in this day and age, this is the kind of time that we're on. Like people are just so willing to bend those like basic human norms, those basic like conduct pieces for the benefit of themselves. Like, you know, hang in there, Skiploom. I don't get it personally, because in my mind, I'm not gonna do that. Like if I were to get out of line, and I know I got out of line, I'm not gonna go try and skip over a line. I'm gonna leave. Like, I'm gonna leave and move on. I took the L. I couldn't do it, right? But Same with the vending machine situation. I'm not gonna go camp a vending machine. I'm gonna check it and leave. I'm not going to go do anything morally irreprehensible just to go and get Pokemon cards. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. And for the people that do, like, I don't really get why you would. Like, is it really that serious? And if it is, like, what does that say about you as a person, you know? That's all I'm getting at. I just think the whole thing's a mess. That's what I'm talking about. And so the argument here, again, this lady is like, and somebody's making a good point here. They're like, this is why we have grown men now choosing to go and take product from people who like go and obsessively get product, because as kids or as the youth or potentially even in their adulthood, they never learn this aspect that like equity is important, that being equitable is reasonable, you know? I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are like actively choosing to go and like engage in that behavior. Like, I recognize that camping is not a thing. I don't know why people, it's even less fair when people like go and put up these chairs and then just leave them there and they're like, oh yeah, the chair is gonna hold my spot in line. No, you know how many like stores are telling people now, like, if you leave your chair, you're more than likely going to have it removed. You're gonna have it like taken from you because, or it's going to get disposed of because chairs don't count as holding a spot in line where people stood in line. People actually stood in line and held their place in line. And if you can't do that, then don't come and line up. That's the way I see it too. And I'm like, I stood in line all that time at that Target when I went the other day, and I was like, yeah, my legs were tired, my feet got tired. You know, I was tired that entire time. Does that mean that I get to go and like, does that mean that I should be the person that gets to go and like take the opportunity away from somebody? No. No. I don't think I should. That's kind of my point, is that like there's a decorum. There's a decorum, and I agree with the people about the aspect of like we shouldn't be doing something where people are going to like actively make the situation more unequal, right? Because when you do that, when you start to de-level the playing field, when you start to like act in a very like shady way, that's kind of the problem, right? That's kind of the situation. That's kind of the issue. The issue is that people actively make it a point to do something crazy like that. I don't find it the least bit like permissible, the least bit acceptable. Like, I'll gladly speak out on it because it's not fair. Yeah, common courtesy. No, he's got a point though. No, again, do not take it easy on anybody. I'm not call out the behavior. Be reasonable about it. Like, don't let anybody go and do this behavior because it's not right. Simple. If it's a behavior you know that's shady, call it out. Plain and simple. Hold them accountable. You can't go easier on children who decide they want to go camp this stuff because it's not anymore like permissible. That's all I'm saying. We got a shadow Pokemon here. The Dunsparce is a shadow Pokemon. The Mareep's just here for the ride. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like it's not good either way. And the fact that because she's a mom, her like rose-colored glasses towards children is disabling her like from seeing the irony of her statement being that like her statement is let's let kids do this more so because they should be allowed to because they don't have an opportunity because they go to school. Okay. How about the adults with children who are not in school necessarily or like who are homeschooled or like who are like in hospitals because they have like a rare medical condition and they want to open Pokemon, they won't ever get the opportunity to go to a vending machine. Does that mean that the kid can camp the vending machine, should have more of a privilege than the adult with the kid in the hospital? No, that's what I'm talking about though. That's what I'm referring to. Now you're starting to question these things because you're like, no, the morality doesn't add up. The ethics don't add up. Right? You start to question it because you're like, that's why I don't loop a lot of times. There's another thing about looping. Somebody tried to give me this perspective about looping too. They were like, oh, like people should be allowed to loop because if it's their only time to get a drop ever because they work during the week and they don't get any other time to go and like get product because they have to work and this is their only time to get a drop in the middle of the night or whatever, they should be allowed to loop. I'm like, no, like that doesn't give you the right to loop because you're still depriving somebody else of the opportunity to get product where it should be shared more reasonably amongst the people who would normally be able to get it if you guys didn't loop. And that's why a lot of places will tell people not to loop or they'll like ask you to leave when you're done getting your first set of product. They'll put limits on there for a reason because they know people like to loop. I hope she doesn't crit. I don't think we saved in between the last run. And then I want to have to go back and run Shadow Pokemon Duros. Cacnea. We could bring out Slugma for the Cacnea. No, we're good. Okay. I'm gonna stop the confusion there. Mostly just because I don't want to have to go and deal with that. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, but that's my point, is that like, again, why does it have to be... Oh... SB, no. I'll revive you. It's just tragic how divisive the topic is, given that people know what the right behavior would be, like what the morally ethical behavior would be in like a general basis. And they're still going, and they're still going, and they're still fighting. That's crazy. I'm watching it go down and I'm laughing because it's like y'all as adults can't reconcile your own like morality stance on this. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, again, don't let one person do it, regardless of what age group they're in. It doesn't matter. Just don't allow people to act like inequitably or like immorally, irreprehensibly, or something like this. It's not worth it. It's not necessary. It's not adding any value. It's not contributing anything worthwhile to the community. It's just a mess. And I'm sorry to be like still like ranting about this. You know, obviously this is my stream, so you know I can, but like still like, you know, and I don't expect anybody in the comments or like in chat to necessarily agree with me off top. Like obviously everybody has their opinions, but like mine is like more so like of the stance to be taking. It is like, if we're going to let anybody do this, you're already losing that morality stance right there. Like you're already taking into account that like what your behavior stands to be is something that is permitting something that is already a bad, like, or like a very like inequitable or irreprehensible situation, right? Like if it's something that you feel is wrong, you know it's wrong, you know it's sus, then yeah, it clearly shouldn't be allowed. Okay, we just have to get to Mirror B. We have one more trainer with Shadow Pokemon, and then we get to Mirror B, and that'll be the end of this segment. It's crazy, dude. It's part. Those are the kinds of things that like make me want to feel like maybe I shouldn't be in the community anymore, because for a while I took a leave from collecting Pokemon cards because it was just bad. Like the whole situation was trashed because people were acting this way and trying to rip people off for cards, or like rip people off for like the value. People were like actively scalping, like looping drops. Like it makes me sad, you know? And it's like, it was like, this is not worth it. Like I barely, this week alone, I was like hearing about 6 or 7, 8 different drops, like multiple drops in a week, and I only went to one. I went to one because I didn't want to have to deal with the drama involved, even when there was like people that weren't. Oh, of course. Of course they put a I walked all the way back, and if I walked like 2 minutes, if I just stepped a little bit ahead, I would have seen this. I only went to that one drop this week because I was like, let me not like go commingle with the people who are actively acting crazy around these like drops, because I don't want to have to deal with the drama, you know. And the one that I did go to had the most drama, and so that's my point. It's that, like, you know, like it's almost like it can't be avoided. There's got to be like a chest back here or something. No, it's just another stairwell. This must be the path then. That's all I'm saying. Like, it stands to be questioned because of how like nuanced it is, the whole situation. There's 2 stairwells. This is a lot longer than this whole like area in this cave. We already went through a lot just getting up here, and this area in the cave is more annoying. Okay, so we can't go through here. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like, clearly there's a reason why we can't go through there. So he's not the Shadow Pokemon trainer. The next one is called Zalo. So we only have one more Shadow Pokemon trainer. The rest we can kind of just mess with.
Okay. Let's see, let's see. These ones, I have no idea what to do. Mostly because, like, they're all water grass. You don't have, like, a flying type, or a bug type, or a poison type. So I've just been kind of filling in the gaps. Mega Drain. At least it's not like a super effective move. Hang in there, SP. Now the Lotad's confused. Absorb. Hang in there, Umbreon. I guess we'll use this as a time to train these guys. I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Let's see, what's the next game? Oops, sorry guys. I was like, what's the next game we're playing? It's either Bravely or The Walking Dead. I was thinking we could play The Walking Dead first and then we'll do Bravely, because Bravely's gonna be a little longer. But I thought about doing Bravely so I could just get the next plot element out the way and then do more grinding. We're almost to level 40, we're at 37 right now. So I was like, maybe that might be a good opportunity for us to get the next plot line out of the way so I can get back to where I would normally train. Because right now it's been hard to train well because the leveling is taking a lot of time because of the XP that I get from the local mob in that like area in the Liliana Woods. Wow, that confusion didn't do much. Fight didn't do much either, but let's see. Mega Drain. Hang in there, Umbreon. Here we go, guys. Okay, that took care of the issue. That's all I'm saying, I don't know. I'm a man who's very equitable. And the parent in that group that I'm referring to, one day she didn't get a drop. She missed it by one person. And then I managed to get a bunch of drops that day. And so I was like, hey, like, let me share some of my, like, you know, like, earnings or my, like, good fortune with you. Because I know you and your family have been struggling to get a drop. And the only reason I did was because of what she described happening to her at a drop, which was how she was in like an argument, like not because she wanted to be, but because like she just so happened to be the person that was getting cut in front of in line by a couple, and the couple like scolded her because she was trying to be like morally sound by calling them out on their behavior, and then she managed not to be able to get anything from that drop. And I was like, hey, like I saw how tough it was for y'all to get, you know, in this like area, and you and your kid haven't opened any ascended heroes at all. So I was like, I got an ascended heroes ETB that I got from a drop. I'm happy to like sell it to you at like the price that I got it for, you know. And I was like, I think that makes sense. Like I wasn't trying to like give her any undue privilege or anything. It was more so like, oh, like I'm helping my community out by sharing, by being equitable, but being somebody who cares, you know. But that's the thing, guys, like not many people would do that. Here's the guy with the shadow Pokemon. Not many people would do that. Oh, my bad. I keep hitting the mic stand. Not many people would do that, and so that's kind of my point, guys. It's like, where do you draw the line? A lot of people would selfishly just take their things, hear that story, and then move on. I was like, oh, you know, that's really sad. Like, let me go and do something about that if I can, you know? And I'm not saying that's like, oh, the most charitable thing in the world. Like, I deserve a pat on the back or anything. No, it's more like,
I can feel good about like the notion that there are still people in this world that can see the need to be generous, or see the need to be equitable, or see the need to like help in the community, be a member of the community that isn't toxic or divisive or, you know, what have you. That was kind of my point with that whole thing. It's like there are ways to go about these kinds of things where you're not acting like, hang in there, SB, where you're not just straight up like doing things just for your own selfish gain. That's not strong enough. I mean, we don't need to do much. I don't want to do too much. Sell them. He's steel and psychic, I think. Actually, that toxic may not work on him because he's steel type. I just thought about that. Yeah, that's okay. It would work on Plusle, but I don't know if I want to go down that route. I was like, it's probably not gonna do anything. We need to hurry because Swiblu's about to wake up. Yo. I'm gonna sleep it again. I'm gonna switch out Espion in a minute. I bring in Falafi for the paralyze. We'll be fine. Espion will get their XP. Dang. Dang, are you serious? What are we gonna do, chat? Oh, shoot. We can use a full heal, but I think we'll just call him. Trying to think. He's a good bean. We're really just trying to inch it towards getting. Gonna use it on Skiploom. Oh my god. And it missed. Dang it, man. The safeguard, dude. And it's still singing. Oh my god. Bro. $30 damage, dude. It's insane. We brought the Skiploom out, and it can't even do what it needs to be doing. We may just take it out and replace it with Falafi. I swear to goodness, if it uses Sing again, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Like, crash out. mean, yeah, you guys have already safeguarded yourselves. Of course he used it on the Slugma. Now we have the opportunity. Oh good. We just ended that whole thing. Crazy. Battle rush. Careful now. Hang in there, you two. This should pretty much take out the building. That was like obvious, yeah. There was no way he was gonna survive that. Oh god. Let's take Espeon back out here. Flaffy. Could bring Skiploom back out here, honestly. We should try to catch this. And then we'll bring Skiploom back out here. Or we could bring out Espeon. I don't actually know. If the ball works, I'm gonna assume the ball is gonna work. Here we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I was like, let me just end this the right way. Hang in there, SB. Fury attack. Hang in there, Espeon. This next attempt should be the last one. I think we'll be good here. Yep. W. Let me think. I think we'll just call it there then. That's a shame. I can't exactly remember where we saved. I'm pretty sure we saved before that battle. As we went back to... We could check real quick. It happens. I know that, like I said, this disc's a little not in the best shape. We're down here. Just looking at what we've gotten so far. So we didn't fight him yet, and then we didn't fight Lava, so I guess we're okay. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Might just go straight for the Shadow Pokemon battle and then call it. Terrible. I forgot what he had. He starts with a Lotad, then a Beldum, and then a Lombre. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Let's just. We're just gonna run through. 'Cause I just want to finish this section. We're almost 3 hours in now. It's almost 2 o'clock. I want to get to the other games. Nice. W. Sleeping everybody is putting all the Pokemon to sleep is so much easier to manage. Like, how much effort do we really have to do now? Let's see. Oh my god. Using fly. Now we gotta bring Espeon back in. Skiploom can use Sleep Powder on Lombre. And Slugma needs to be switched out for Espeon. It's not gonna listen, huh? Who's it bringing out? Oh, he's like, I don't want to listen. I'm like, okay, I'll bring out Falafi. That's fine. You're good. That's crazy. I was like, at least it was a Pokemon that isn't susceptible to it, so it didn't really make a difference. Yeah. Hang in there, Falafi. At least we made a sizable effort here. Trying to get some of this bulk out of the way.
Okay. These I have to put away later. Let's see. Well, maybe. Figure we could try to put it to sleep, but since Skiploom is not being agreeable, we just need to, which by the way, that means we have to go bring Skiploom back to call it. Hang in there, Fluffy. Mega Drain. We got him. I mean, it's already paralyzed, so. Trying to think what the best strategy is here. That should be enough. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. W. Let's go save and then. Not my bright future is crazy. Let's go save real quick and heal. Ah, well, you know. Maybe next time, bud.
Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Alright, let's just go straight for the boy. His shadow Pokemon is all the way at the end, so what I'm gonna do as a Hail Mary strategy. Honestly, we should be working towards like purifying more of these. Like, I definitely want this to be our star team. This is a good team. I have a feeling that this one north of here is going to like a set of chests or whatever. And then this one to the left is going to Mirror B. Just a thought. Okay. A double Zigzagoon battle match. Sure. I know you don't have any shadow Pokemon, so I guess let's do it old school. We're just gonna take them out one by one. May want to take out this Linoon depending on how strong this Zigzagoon is. He's only using Odor Sleuth, so. Pin Missile. Hang in there, Espeon. Bro. She's definitely good at using debuff moves, but I don't know how that's gonna help her much. We're about to find out. Swift? I'd rather keep Return. Well, there goes your confidence, but honestly, you can't lose what you didn't have, so. This is a bunch of supplements. Well, we have a star-studded team that is exactly designed for this specific use case. So, I think we're gonna be in good shape. Future sight. Hang in there, Umby. Well, that's it. Oh, but it failed, yeah. I was like, there's no way. Over. Shouldn't really stand much of a chance, but. Ah, well. You don't have to tell us, we'll find out. No, honestly, not really. There's a peon though. That's odd. Leap and spew. Hang in there, Crocodile. Hang in there, crocodile. Hang in there, you two. You're doing great, guys. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Hang in there, you two. This one might actually take Slugma out. Nope. Hang in there, Slugma. Nope, you got whooped. Intentionally. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay, we're ready. This is gonna be really annoying, but just bear with me. Miror B, we're here to stop you. Not cumbia. Yeah, woo. It's about time, darlings. I'm frightfully tired of waiting for you. Stop the music. Ooh, you kept me waiting for so long. I decided to work up a little perspiration. But now, my, you've been busy being naughty and messing up our plans. It was oh so close for everything to turn out just right, just the way we'd hoped. But I can salvage our plan by beating you, little man. And so, there's time for one last frantic dance before the grand finale. Let the music play. Oh my god, it's playing the music in the battle. Yeah, so it's a pantheon of Ludicolo's up until we get to his shadow Pokemon, which is Sudowoodo. So funny. Alright, let's do the thing. Not salsa. It was cumbia before, now it's salsa. Pick one. You can't. Pick one. Pick one. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Use rain dance. We're gonna have to double down on him. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Razor Leaf. Hang in there, Espeon. Hang in there, Umbreon. We got this. His Ludicolo was gonna scare us. Rust. Leech Seed. That's not good. We need to get rid of that Ludicolo. Hang in there, SB. Perfect. Oh yeah. We need to get rid of that Ludicolo like ASAP. It's using dive. How? It's under the water. Never mind. That's such a crazy mechanic. W. Great work, SB. There's so many of them. Oh, the rain stopped. Got some hyper potions. We're gonna need to use them. Need to get rid of that guy, dude. Yep. And it's using Rain Dance. We'll have to confuse them both at some point. But it failed. Yeah. Rain 10 HP for a Leech Seed is crazy work. Plus the Rain Dish. Astonish. I'm an Espeon. Oh my god. Don't flinch, baby. God, freaking dang it, man. Well, good. This is so bad, dude. Not again. Come on, Umbry. It's all good, baby. Hang in there, Bubba. This is definitely something I will say. Not another Leech Seed. It's on Umbreon this time. That's even worse because now he's doing 2 Leech Seeds. And they got the Rain Dish. He's getting double the health now. At this point, we definitely need to take him out. That Rain Dish is literally keeping him alive. Screw this guy. Come on, man. Hang in there, Umbreon. Gotta get him out of here. Good. You should be able to get him in the next cycle here. Potentially. It's perfect. Okay. Come on, we got this. Perfect. It's a crit. No more Leech Seed. Good job, Umbry. That's our Shadow Pokemon, guys. Take out Espeon and bring in Skiploom. What? He could have his rain dance, I guess. Not Shadow Rush. Jeez. I think I might bring in Crocnon. Just so that we don't have to worry about Umbreon getting hurt. Because this Leech Seed is literally feeding into what's going on right now. There you go. On the Crocnon. Yeah, on the Skip Room, oddly enough. Odd. Very odd. Jeez. Okay. Well, he's asleep, so we don't have any more blockers here. Might just great ball him, honestly. I don't even feel like fighting with him. Oh, we could Ultra Ball him if we wanted to. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You kidding right now, guys? I don't understand. Anything to get rid of that freaking Ludicolo, guys. Battle Rush. How? How? Oh my goodness. Hang in there, guys. We already got him paralyzed, so I guess, I don't know. We could try to Great Ball him. It's worth a shot. I don't know. Just anything to get this over with. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're gonna move the needle every single time. He might hurt himself again. He's paralyzed, it won't matter. Okay. He's already, I think he's the only one. He's moving the slowest, so I guess, I don't know how to interpret this. We'll try biting him. I guess it's more damage. Not like a lot more, but it's more. Jeez, the low kick. Oh my goodness. That low kick is crazy. He's in the yellow now, so I mean, you know, I just don't want to crit him and then he's gonna die because we don't want him to like lose the shadow Pokemon. Not another low kick. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Crocnon. That is one hecka strong Pokemon. He's pretty strong, but he's 35, I guess. It shouldn't be too much more of an increase, but apparently it's enough to like warrant this situation. Try to yawn him. Here we go, third ball. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't get it. He's paralyzed and his health is a yellow. Hell, I mean, we got enough Pokeballs. I could always try those too. I was trying to end this early, this like battle, but I guess wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That had as much efficacy as the Ultra Ball we did earlier. We're moving the needle very slowly. Hang in there, Falafi. Slugma apparently knew what was up. I'm a little nervous about hitting him again. Nope. That would have been bad. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's never securely snagged until it is, guys. We're just gonna have to keep trying. We'll try a Premier Ball, why not? This is just as effective as all the other ones. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I've always noticed the Premier Balls somehow have this quality.
I can't keep up with the tempo. Oh no, no, what a no.
What an effort.
How dare you? Don't you dare think you'll get away with your latest outrage. One of these days I will take great pleasure in kicking you about with my elegant dance steps. Oh, and I'm not giving up on our shadow Pokemon plan. Let's go, everyone.
Yeah. Kyun. Hey, did you hear those cries? It must be Plusle. I think those cries came from behind that door. Gee, I hope so. It's probably Rain Dance. This has been so chaotic. The Iron File P. Purification of Pokemon. Shadow Pokemon are fighting machines created by closing the door to their hearts. The process of restoring a Shadow Pokemon back to its original state is known as purification. Exactly how a Shadow Pokemon is purified is unclear, but there appear to be several causes. We must eliminate reaction to these factors and create Shadow Pokemon that will never revert back to their original purified forms. Shadow Pokemon Lab Chief Iron. Let me grab this chest real quick. Macho Brace. Is there another? Okay. Hi, Plusle. Found you, Bubba. Plusle! Hey! You're safe. Oh no, Plusle! Aw, little guy. Miror got away, but things will be back to normal here. Dukin, I don't know what to say. Forget it, Silva. We're all unharmed. That's good enough. Even if that Miror B's driven out. What's that, Plusle? Feeling hungry out of relief? Haha. Okay, let's quit this moldy cavern and quick. Agreed. We owe you a great deal. Sincerely. You were even a bit later. Plusle could have been made a Shadow Pokemon, and that's terrible. I'm glad everything's fine, Papa. And Plusle too. Yeah. What's the matter, Plusle? Oh, okay, I understand. Hey, could you take my Plusle with you? Plusle's saying he wants to help you too. Sure. Can't let those criminals get away with it. That's amazing. We have a cute and brave addition to our party. I'm counting on you. I intend to investigate the organization behind Miror B. As soon as I discover anything, I'll be in touch. Which reminds me, I need your PDA number. Oh, that's the Pokemon Digital Assistant. PDA for short. Where's yours? You have to tell Dukin your number so he can contact you. Perfect. I'll be in touch as soon as we discover anything. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go heal and save now. That was a lot. Not gonna lie. That was 3.5 hours. Unfortunately, also as a result of all of the disc read issues, we had to spend a few more times getting ahead again. So we're gonna save first. Alright, everybody. Great work today. Thank you all for coming to our Pokemon stream for the day. I will be back on in a moment to do some Bravely, and then later hopefully we can do some The Walking Dead, the final season. Do good things, do great things. Love yourselves, love the people around you if they're people who love you back, naturally. I hope you enjoy the rest of your days, nights, weeks, whatever time you're watching this or what have you in the future. And, you know, hopefully you've had an amazing weekend, because it's the weekend at this current time. And, we'll see you for the next one.